Hey, this is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com, and this is video number, I think it's number 13, number 16. Okay, so there's a product that I found about 20 years ago. Let me think, was it 20 years ago? A little bit less than 20 years ago. It's been around, I even took it before, just never really thought much of it. It's in protein powders. It made a huge difference for me. Glutamine. This is one of those secrets that was like, I wish I knew in high school and college. I add glutamine once a day, and if I'm really active or I'm doing a lot of brain work, I do it twice. Glutamine is an amino acid. It is simple, it is cheap. The only reason why I bought this brand, normally I just buy the Vitamin Shops brand. It's just as good. Glutamine's glutamine. You can take a scoop of this, all right? Got a small scooper. I don't even put the full scoop. I do about 2/3, and I put it in water and I just drink it plain. They have flavored glutamine, but then you get sugar and stuff. The other thing I will do is I will take some cheap protein powder and mix it with water, about 6 to 8 ounces, and a scoop of glutamine. Now, protein powders have glutamine in them, right? I will do about maybe a quarter or less, because protein powder it depends. You don't want carbohydrates in or sugars. You want very low. I do very, very little if I mix it just for flavor, or I'll just take chocolate and mix it. But in general, I just mix glutamine with water, and whey protein powders in general have glutamine in it. Here's why. In all my courses and all my teachings, I have one goal. There's one goal for consciousness, okay? There's an artery in the lower reptilian brain. This is so simple and so important. When that artery is narrow, not much blood flows up to the larger human brain, especially the right brain. So the spiritual brain gets shut down. Now you're stuck in the logical box, which is technically you're in your reptilian brain. When that artery opens, it allows blood to flow up into the larger human brain. Now your whole system, your left brain, the logical processor, the right female brain, the spiritual, creative, emotional brain, which creates, and this is actually the entrepreneur brain, by the way. And then the reptilian brain, you have all three systems turned on, functioning. It's like the doors are open to all systems, like a computer. You want your hard drive, or now it's I forget the other drive. You want everything, all the systems on, everything is flowing, just like in a car's engine. You don't want something closed, because you're really screwed. Now you lose massive power. So consciousness is when you get that artery wide open. Well, here's the deal. There is literally an oxygen and glutamine, or technically glucose sensor on that artery, which is controlled by the lower brain. When it senses plenty of oxygen, that's why you breathe deep and do your breathing exercises and exercise. When it senses plenty of oxygen is in your muscles, so you're strong for fight and flight, and plenty of glucose, which glutamine basically breaks down to, it opens that artery wide open. And so here's the deal. Oxygen and glutamine, glucose technically, are the brain's #1 and #2 fuel sources. When I started taking this, boom, all of a sudden my brain was turned on. I felt good physically. My blood sugar didn't drop. So in the mornings, I like to do my flush. And one thing I noticed is if I don't eat protein right away, so if you're a power lifter, you're going to have to eat protein probably sooner. I started putting a scoop of this in with my minerals, and boom, or I just do it on its own. I do it either before the lemon juice or do it after, about 10 minutes or 5 minutes after. And I started doing a scoop of this, I'm fine. And I might do another scoop about at noon or just after noon or later in the day, and boom, it lifts me up. Glutamine is one of the most important key ingredients, other than minerals, that I would say out of all of this. I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to give you a tip over there about how to take vitamin C. See you.